Search no longer on your quest, mighty book dragon, for here in my hand I hold the ultimate autumn read. Hey friends, welcome to Beautiful Words Real Talk episode 4. I am so excited. Today's video is going to be really quick. I'm going to be showing you the ultimate autumn read, and I'm going to read excerpts from the book to show you why it is the ultimate autumn read, and hopefully convince you to read the book this autumn. Time for the book reveal. The book is Erowid the Assassin's Revenge by me. If you're new here, I am a self-published author, and this is my most recent published, the first book in a planned trilogy. It is set in October, so you can read it in October or any time in autumn. It is heavily focused on the autumnal setting of the book. It has all the cozy autumn feels, and hopefully you're able to make that out from just looking at the cover alone. Really quickly, if you're interested in getting this book, it is available on Amazon for $4.99 as an ebook and $12.99 as a paperback. And here's a quick glimpse of the back if you want to read the synopsis. Now let's read the excerpts. Excerpt 1. The leaves had slowly started changing colors on most of the trees, painting their bushy tops with reds and oranges and yellows. The sun sat low ahead of me in the purple-hued baby blue sky full of wispy clouds. I smiled again as the delicate autumn breeze blew a few fallen leaves through the grass. Excerpt number 2. Too soon, Francis passed by us and told us that it was time to go in for lunch. We grew quite eager, however, when he had told us that Mrs. Paisley, the owner of the cafe in the village, had brought over cups of a new coffee flavor she had created for the autumn season. We practically ran inside when he told us the flavor was baked pumpkin pie. After taking a couple of bites of seared ham, mashed potatoes with mushroom gravy, and salted corn, Ruth and I picked up our steaming cups of Mrs. Paisley's new coffee flavor and took a sip at the same time. Both of our jaws dropped. The first thing you could taste was the pumpkin. Then came a delightful hint of nutmeg, and finally finished with an essence of buttery pie crust. The coffee itself was smooth and creamy. Ruth and I had our cups of coffee finished in 2 minutes. Excerpt number 3. The village had seemed to grow even more autumn-inspired since the last time we had been there. The brass street lamps had wooden signs that were shaped and colored like pumpkins tied to the tops of them. More pumpkins of various shapes and sizes had been strewn across everyone's doorsteps and around the dirt paths. Every building we had passed emitted the cozy scent of pumpkin, along with various different spices such as cinnamon and nutmeg. The ground was now buried under a thin layer of crinkly fallen leaves. Thin tendrils of smoke swirled from every chimney as the weather was growing cooler. We turned into Mrs. Paisley's cafe, which was full of smiling faces at every table, drinking from mugs that looked like miniature pumpkins. Felix and I sat down in a booth across from each other. Mrs. Paisley, a towel embroidered with autumn leaves draped over her shoulder, walked over to us with a beaming smile and bowed. And last but not least, excerpt number 4. Only when I had thought I could not feel happier, we entered the dining hall to the delicious smell of pumpkins, cinnamon, apple, and nutmeg. I squealed in delight as I had spotted the sources, which were various colored candles lit around the table, the small flickering flames illuminating the table beautifully. We lay next to each other on the soft grass. Felix's hand wrapped around my shoulder and my head rested on his shoulder. We watched as the red, yellow, orange, and brown leaves fluttered around in the sky like an autumn version of snow. They even glittered too because of the sunshine. The other leaves that had already fallen continuously rustled around us like a soothing lullaby in the cool winds that had begun to pick up. I really hope those excerpts convinced you to read my book this autumn. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Never forget that you are loved, precious, important, and appreciated. Happy autumn. I hope you have the coziest fall season. God bless. I love you guys.